Well, there's a new law on bringing a wrongful death lawsuit and who has the right to pursue a claim. Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm recently stopped by to bring us up to date and tell us about a recent case they won. All right, Jim, great to have you back in the studio with us.
Thank you.
All right, your firm recently won a case that was actually the first of its kind. So this was about who has the right to bring a wrongful death lawsuit. Tell us a little bit about what happened here.
This was a tough case, and it was a case where a lady died in an automobile accident. She was married at the time she died, but really just on paper. They'd never gone through a divorce. The husband was living with another woman, had been for a long time, had an extensive criminal record, and immediately after she died, he filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. She had 4 children. He settled that lawsuit, took a really big chunk of the money, and so what we did is we came in and representing those kids. We went to the Court of Appeals, and under a new statute that had just come down, we argued that he had abandoned his wife, and because of that, he couldn't profit from her death and take from these kids who just really needed it. And the Court of Appeals agree with us. They remanded it, and he's been ordered to return all that money. We're getting that money back for the children. So it was a long, it took about a year and a half. These are hard cases, but at the end, I think it was a good thing for the kids.
Yeah, it's got to make you feel good for the outcome to be like that. So are legal fights like this over who can bring a wrongful death lawsuit common? Do you see this often?
You know, obviously our office handles a lot of what I would call kind of high damage tort cases, truck cases, and nursing home neglect cases. Most of the time when someone comes in our office, they come as a family. So there really is not that common to have a fight, but it happens. You know, it does. It's a stressful time, and there can be divisions, and it can be tough to determine who has that right to direct a lawsuit, and it can be a hard fought fight too, because a lot of times people feel they need that for closure and everything else.
Absolutely. Before we go today, tell them a little bit about the different divisions you have at the Higgins Firm. You're helping out a lot of people during some really tough times.
Sure. Well, I think most common on cases like this is we have certain divisions that all they do are handle cases where somebody's passed away, a wrongful death case, or medical malpractice, or nursing home neglect, and those are cases that are really difficult to go through, and we have divisions that focus on that because you've got to know who the experts are. They're expensive cases, and you need lawyers who understand those. So I think we have a good group and have a pretty big success record on that. And of course, we also have an employment law section and probate and estate planning. We try to kind of be an all-encompassing law firm. We help somebody. We want them to feel free to come back and help them any way we can.
That's right, helping out a lot of people. Jim, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-924-8500 or go to higginsfirm.com.